Family and Friends 4, Unit 15, Workbook, Good News, Bad News. Unit 15, Workbook, Good News, Bad News. Read and circle the words. A person who writes books, author. A person in an office or factory who gives instructions. Boss, a person in an office who types and organizes things. Secretary, a place of work with desks, computers, and phones. Office, a person who writes for a newspaper or magazine. Journalist, a person who builds or repairs buildings. Builder, the first person you meet when you enter a building. Receptionist, this person looks after your teeth. Dentist, this person is a doctor for animals. Vet, this person can fix your car. Mechanic. Write using the words above. We asked 3 children about the jobs their parents do. Both of Graham's parents work in the same office. His dad is the boss of the office and makes decisions. His mom is a secretary and welcomes people to the office. Graham loves writing stories and wants to be an author when he grows up. Joanna's dad is a dentist and he checks the teeth of all her friends. Her mom is a journalist who writes for a newspaper. When Joanna grows up, she wants to be a vet because she really loves animals. Robbie's dad is a mechanic. He is very good at fixing cars. His mom works in an office. She is a receptionist and is very good at typing. When Robbie grows up, he wants to be a builder because he loves building and making things. Underline the verbs in the past continuous. Circle the verbs in the past simple, then match the sentences with the pictures. A. Mom was cooking when the children arrived home from school. B. The children were doing their homework when the phone rang. C. When everyone was eating, Grandma rang the doorbell. D. Grandma was talking to Mom when she dropped her glasses. E. Mom was picking up the glasses when she saw a spider on the floor. F. When the spider was walking towards her, Mom screamed. Look and write. He was doing her homework when the phone rang. He was walking to school when I fell over. We were playing football when the rain started. They were watching TV when Grandma came in. Read exercise 1 and circle. Look at the photo of my parents on their wedding day. You can see that they're really happy. Look over there, I can see my friends. They're flying a kite. There are 2 beds in this bedroom for my 2 daughters. Both of their beds have got warm quilts. Exercise 2. Write a sentence using each word. There is a beautiful park near my house. They're going to the cinema tonight. Their dog is very friendly. Match the words with the pictures. A C, B, C, C here, D here, E, where, F, where, G, right, H, right. Write a sentence using each word. C, I can see a bird in the tree. C, we swam in the sea during our vacation. Here, please come here and sit down. Here, I can hear music from the next room. Where, I like to wear my favorite red shirt. Where is the nearest supermarket? Right, I will write a letter to my friend. Right, you answered the question right. Match the words with the pictures. A fisherman, B, spoke, C, sausage, D, delicious, E, wish, pull, G, silly, H, surprised. Write using the words above. A fisherman was out fishing one day when he met a talking fish. It spoke to him and gave him 3 wishes. He was surprised because fish don't usually speak. First, he wished for sausage because he was hungry. The man thought they were delicious and wanted to eat them. His wife was angry. "You silly man," she said. Then she wished for the sausages to be on the end of her husband's nose. They pulled the sausages but couldn't get them off. The man used his last wish to make the sausages go away. Read the class book. Circle the wrong word. Write the correct word. The wife was usually angry. The fish wanted to go back in the sea. The fisherman's dinner was bread and water. The fisherman was hungry. Some sandwiches appeared on the sausages. There were sausages on the man's nose. Writing, write the sentences with speech marks, commas, or question marks. Write said or asked. I like writing stories, said Andy. What's the time? Asked Jimmy. I'm really happy, Susie, because I'm doing well at school. Have you finished your homework? Asked Mom. My school bag is very heavy, Jack, and my shoulders hurt. Read the story of Cinderella and write. Once upon a time, there was a young girl called Cinderella. She lived with her father, his new wife, and her two ugly stepsisters. The new wife didn't like Cinderella because she was prettier than her own daughters. The stepsisters were also very lazy, and Cinderella did all the housework. Make my dinner, said one of the sisters. And then clean my shoes, shouted the other. One day, an invitation arrived at the house. The prince was looking for a wife, and there was going to be a big party for all the young women in the town. The stepsisters bought expensive new dresses and went to the party. But they left Cinderella at home to clean the house. Cinderella was very sad. I want to go to the party too, she said to herself. Suddenly, there was a bright light and a fairy appeared. You will go to the party, said the fairy, and I will help you. Read and number the pictures. This shoe is too small, said the sisters. I must go now, said Cinderella, running from the party. The shoe fits, said the prince, and you will be my new wife. Here is your carriage, said the fairy, and 4 beautiful white horses. And this is your party dress, said the fairy, but you must leave the party by 12 o'clock. Who is that girl? Asked the sisters angrily. Now, finish the story of Cinderella. You can use the sentences in exercise 3. Cinderella was very sad because her stepsisters went to the party without her. Suddenly, the fairy appeared and said, Here is your carriage, and 4 beautiful white horses appeared. And this is your party dress, said the fairy, but you must leave the party by 12 o'clock. At the party, Cinderella danced with the prince, and they fell in love. But when the clock struck midnight, she remembered she had to leave. I must go now, said Cinderella, running from the party. As she ran, she left behind a glass shoe. The next day, the prince went to find the owner of the shoe. The shoe fits, said the prince, and you will be my new wife. Cinderella's stepsisters were shocked, and Cinderella and the prince got married and lived happily ever after. Hi, Robbie. Are you on your own? Yes, I am. You usually play with Ben. Where is he? Ben is off school today. Why is he off school? He's got a stomach ache. He ate too much pizza at the party on Wednesday. I'm here with Oscar. You can play with us. Great. Thank you, Robbie. Do you want to play basketball? Okay, that sounds fun. Are you on your own? My friend is off school today. You can play with us. Do you want to play volleyball? Two, read and circle. My birthday is in February. My brother's birthday is on 5th June. My mom was born in 1970. My dad's birthday was last week on the 10th April. 3. Circle the odd one out. Toddler mechanic surprise sausages hero smoothie. 4 right using the past continuous. Last week, I visited my grandparents at their farm. When I got there, my grandma was feeding the chickens. The cows were eating grass in a field. My granddad was riding a horse. Some sheep were walking across a field. A donkey was pulling a cart. The animals were making a lot of noise. Exercise 5. Complete the sentences using the past continuous or past simple. When she was sleeping, the alarm rang. When they were walking to school, the bus came. When we were eating dinner, Dad arrived. When he was watching TV, the door opened. When she was playing in the park, she fell over. When I was watching the film, I ate a bag of sweets. Exercise 6. Write words that sound the same but have different spellings and meanings. See here, where right there, there. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket with my Swed mum to buy food. The supermarket is near my house in London. It's quite a big supermarket and it's got lots of food. It also sells quite a lot of clothes, books, and things for the house. There is also an area where they sell toys. We Swed wanted to buy a present for my cousin Libby, who is 5. She loves teddies and dolls. Sadly, there were only a few teddies and hardly any dolls. Luckily, we found a lovely rabbit toy. She'll love it. To write T, true, or F, false. The supermarket's got hardly any food. False. You can buy toys there. True. There were lots of teddies there yesterday. False. There were quite a lot of dolls. False. Libby's present is a rabbit. True. Three. Rewrite the sentences using the words in the boxes. There are quite a lot of coats in this shop. There are a lot of toy shops in this shopping mall. There are a few red shoes in the shop. There were hardly any toys at the supermarket. Watching wildlife. Hi everyone, it's 12 o'clock and I've been at London Zoo since 9 o'clock. I've been a junior zookeeper for the morning and I've had an amazing time. I've wanted to be a zookeeper since I was Swed little. I've looked after lots of different animals since I arrived at the zoo this morning. I've fed fruit to the monkeys and I've cleaned the llama enclosure. I've fed the giraffes too. They were my favorite animals. I've learned about life in the zoo and I've talked to some of the zookeepers. They've told me lots of interesting things about the animals. I think zookeepers have very cool jobs. I'm having lunch in the picnic area now. After lunch, I'm going to look around the zoo with my dad. I want to visit the insect house. I'll write more later. Karen, aged 11. Exercise 2. Correct the words in bold. Karen has been a junior zookeeper for the morning. Karen has fed fruit to the monkeys. She has cleaned the llama enclosure. The giraffes were her favorite animals. Karen is having lunch in the picnic area. Exercise 3. Complete the sentences with for or since. Karen has been at the zoo for 3 hours. I've loved monkeys since I was little. She's wanted to see a lion for years. I've had this t-shirt for 2 years. He's worked at the zoo since 2010. One, look and write. Hi Dan, I really hope you come to Australia. If you come, I'll finally meet my English cousin. We want to take you to Kangaroo Island where there are lots of animals. I've never been there, so I'm very excited. If we go to Kangaroo Island, we'll see lots of kangaroos everywhere. If we have time, we'll swim in the sea with dolphins. Have you ever seen a koala? There are lots of koalas on the island too. If we can, we'll surf in the sea too. That'll be great. And if we do these things, it will be really fun. From Jack and Sydney. Two, read again and match. If Dan goes to Australia, he'll meet his Australian cousin. If they go to Kangaroo Island, they'll see lots of animals. If they have time, they'll swim with dolphins. If they can, they'll surf in the sea. If they do these things, it will be really fun. Three, write. If he goes to Sydney, he'll see the Opera House. If they take a boat trip, they'll see some dolphins. If you visit the island, you'll see lots of koalas. If we have time, we'll go to a restaurant. If she goes to Australia, she'll visit Melbourne. If I travel to Australia, I'll have a great time.